Welcome back to Okaloosa Today. I'm Doug Rayner with the City of Destin, and joining me on the second part of our program is Mayor Sam Seevers. Mayor, thank you for being here.
Glad to be here.
You're here to talk about a program that is somewhat historic in our city, our State of the City address. It's coming up in February, and first of all, I want you to tell everybody when that is.
It's going to be February 16th at 5:30 at Destin City Hall Annex, and that's where we have our city council meetings. Everyone is invited from the public. We've planned a really great program this year, so we really encourage all of our citizens to get out.
And it's a really good opportunity to get caught up on what the city did last year, and your focus is 2011.
Correct.
Well,
Correct.
good. The history of the State of the City, something I kind of wanted to start this show off was to tell people exactly what the State of the City address is.
Well, and when our city was created in 1985, a charter was written, obviously, and in our charter it states that every year the mayor should perform a State of the City address for our citizenry, and it's really a great opportunity. A lot of people are very, busy in their day-to-day lives, and they may not get an opportunity to keep tabs on what their city is doing every single moment. So this is a great opportunity for them to learn what we've done in the last year, as well as find out how their tax dollars are being spent. So.
Well, good. So it's going to be educational, and it's really almost like an open house where we'll have food and things like that for our public to join. So we really want to encourage attendance. That's one part of you being here. The other part is to show people or give some people a kind of a glimpse of what you're going to talk about, kind of do an overview of some of the big projects from 2011. And I'll just kind of let you start from there. You want to tell us some of the highlights from last year, just for those who might not be able to come out to the event or those who might just want to know a little bit more.
Certainly. Not in any particular order, but some of our highlights. Obviously, one of the first was hiring our new city manager, Miss Mary Ann Eustick, and she hails from North Las Vegas. She has worked in the Emerald Coast area before, so she's got experience, but she's been on board with us for several months and has done a phenomenal job and really hit the ground running and become a great part of Team Destin. Another project that I can think of is Mountain Drive project. It was probably one of the largest projects we have embarked upon in quite a long time. We came in under budget, which is great, and now if you drive down Mountain Drive, you're going to see some wider sidewalks, improved lighting, benches, trash receptacles. It really looks wonderful, and we've improved a lot of the things as far as the storm drainage, which kind of dovetails into another project that we had was Melvin Street, which aligns with Mountain Drive. We had some flooding in that area, and it was causing little problems when the rain would get kind of heavy at times. So we did some stormwater and drainage projects there.
Now, if you just for our public's sake, if they take a drive down Mountain Drive now and take a look at Melvin Drive, that's going to give you an idea of where the city's headed in the future as far as what our roads are going to look like and our sidewalks with our multimodal plan and things like that. Just so if you're driving down Mountain Drive and you happen to think, wow, this looks great. Well, our city worked really hard in 2012 on that project, or 11, excuse me, on that project, and that's what our future roads are going to look like to really encourage multimodal type things. And we really appreciate your guidance in moving us to those areas of better ways to live.
Well, we are actually one of the first in the state to implement a multimodal plan in our comprehensive plan, and it encourages people to get out of their cars, walk, ride bikes. One, it's great for yourselves, for health, but it also eliminates a lot of the traffic issues that we have on 98 and some of the connector roads.
Yeah. Well, just wanted to throw some quality of life things in there. I'll let you get back to your mini State of the City address. So what else do we have to look forward to?
Well, obviously, we have built a dog park. And unless you live under a rock in Destin, everybody knows about the dog park. It really has been one of the most successful endeavors that we've had. I will tell you from the inception when we did the groundbreaking, I believe it was January 7th, and we cut the ribbon on that park. There's never been less than 30 or 40 people at that park at all times until it closes. It was an initiative that was taken on by a group of very dedicated volunteers. In March, we challenged them to raise some money to build the dog park, and we told them that the city would match anything that they came up with, and they did. They came up with almost $40,000, and we matched it through impact fees that are dedicated to parks. And that dog park is open, and it's absolutely wonderful. So all the dog lovers out there need to take advantage of that.
Good.
We've also are very close to now completing the plans for Noriega Point to stabilize that, which is a much needed a needed fix for our city right now. When Hurricane or Tropical Storm Lee came through, it actually the tip kind of curved into our harbor, and it really created a problem for our fishing fleet getting in and out. And so we had to do an emergency dredge project this year to clear that out. Another thing that we did was the Calhoun Avenue and 98 Diverter,
right,
which was kind of led by one of our council members, Mr. Larry Willigus. And that really has helped so much. And what it did, it just prevented any left-hand turns from Calhoun onto Highway 98.
That's right at the foot of the Destin Bridge.
Right at the foot of the Destin Bridge, certainly. And we have noticed hardly any more accidents. And that was a problem.
Well,
so that
great.
was a huge safety issue. And one of the major projects that we have now embarked upon is our Harbor Boardwalk.
Absolutely.
We are very, very excited about that. As you probably already know, historically, in 1990, the Destin Chamber of Commerce, through their plan, Vision 2000, had a plan of a boardwalk and some of the unique, iconic elements like we've got on Mountain Drive. And they did this plan, they just couldn't get any traction on it. So in the late 1990s, a group of citizens got together and they compiled their money and hired a firm called Sasaki, and they did the first ever Destin Area Harbor Master Plan, which included this boardwalk. Again, they just could not build the consensus to make this happen. Everybody wanted certain elements within the plan, but they just couldn't kick it off.
Right.
So now what they've done, we have just on January the 5th, we did a groundbreaking for the Harbor Walk, and we are so excited. It will create a wonderful Destin marketplace, which is something that has been in our vision for a very long period of time.
Well, I think your direction and guidance through the CRA really helped get us to that point, so we all thank you very much for that. And you're right, the Harbor Boardwalk is a huge project that is many years in the making, but 2011 saw a kind of get over the hump and get to some finality, and that started the very 1st of January this year, and they're pulling things apart down there. If you go down there, you can see that. So we really thank you for your help and guidance through that too.
Well, there's a lot of exciting things happening in Destin. As you know, there was a community effort to do the Seafood Festival, and we just want to invite everybody to come out again on February the 16th at 5:30, Destin City Hall Annex, and we would just love to have you all there.
Well, and Mayor Seevers said it, February 16th, 5:30. If you need information, please go to our city website, cityofdestin.com. We want to thank Mayor Seevers for doing this, kind of giving us an overview of 2011, and encourage you to come out on February 16th to see her presentation. We're all proud of it. We're proud of her, and we thank you very much. And we thank you for watching Okaloosa Today. Stay tuned for Ted Corcoran. See you next time.